we're going to do a little bit of contouring. Now, I've been trying to use this product up. It's taken me forever to get through this, but this is what would be considered a bronzer from Bare Minerals. See that? And this is in Warmth. So if any of y'all have ever purchased a basic kit from Bare Minerals, it will come with this. And I absolutely love this. Well, bronzer in general is a multi-use product. It can be used for contouring, as blush, as eyeshadow. If you've never used bronzer before, I'll definitely do a tutorial later on how to fully use this product, but it is a lifesaver, especially if you don't like to carry a lot of cosmetic products with you, or if you don't like to use a lot of products. Like I said, it's multi-purpose. Okay, so obviously the only downside of this product is that it is not pressed. So if you're not careful, it can kind of go everywhere. So I'm going to kind of open the top here, and I'm going to tap a little bit of this in here. Now, the reason why I said it took me forever to finish this product is because you don't need very much at all. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use this angled foundation brush from that kit. And I'm going to use this to do some contouring here. So I'm going to pick, here guys, see I tapped off some of the powder in the lid, some of the bronzer in the lid, and I'm picking it up with the angle brush. Tap off the excess because that will fly everywhere. Okay, so we're going to start off here in the hollows of the cheeks and sort of draw a little line. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Now don't worry, we're going to go and blend this in later and do a little bit of a, we're almost kind of making a little bit of a 3 shape around the face. And what this is doing is going on the areas where light is going to hit the most. So if you can see, hope y'all can see that. And just very lightly tap it in there. Mind you, you don't have to blend quite yet. We're gonna go in and blend some more. Okay, and then also I like to take it in here through the jawline, especially because I have a little bit of a fuller face. It helps thin out my jawline. And again through here. And then what we're gonna do, we're not done quite yet. Through here and on the sides of the nose, I think my nose is a little bit chubby right here, so I like to thin it out a little bit. So just here through the sides of the nose. You see that? You see where I'm contouring that? Okay, and then just take a little bit more, and the same thing on the other side. And don't worry, we're going to go back in and blend this. And I also like to take it right here at the little arc of the tip of the nose. And it helps slim that down a little bit too. And then you can also take a little bit through the chin area right here. Okay, so right now we just have like a bunch of lines on our face. But I'm going to go in with this angled face brush, and this is from Bare Minerals, if y'all can see that. See, it's sort of a fluffy brush, but it's angled at the same time. And the areas that you put that bronzer in, you're going to go ahead and just blend them out. And just blend that out really good. You can even take a little bit of the bronzing powder just to make sure it blends out really good. And go in with the brush and just blend that out. Getting here on the temples. And this not only helps slim the face, but it also warms up the complexion. So that way you look like you've got a nice, even, healthy looking complexion. Okay, right here on the chin. And lightly to the sides here. just blending that out. So you just keep blending that until you feel like you've gotten a good smooth looking contour. Okay, so, and then from here we're going to go ahead and put on a little bit of blush. And I think for this one I'm going to go ahead and use, this is actually one of my favorite blushes, and it is so inexpensive. It's from Covergirl, and this is in the color Soft Mink, and it's like this really natural, like, I want to say it's sort of like a really muted pink rose, but it's very glowy and shimmery. It just gives so much I don't know, it makes your face look really vibrant, very glowy, very alive, and that's what I love about it. So I'm going to go in and use, you know what, I'm just going to grab this powder brush from that Sonia Kashuk collection again, and I'm going to pick up the blush. Okay, so once you do that, tap off the excess, and then right here on the apples of the cheeks, see, just smile, pat it in first, and the same thing on the other side. Pat that in, and once you get the desired amount of color on there, I'm going to add just a little bit more. You're going to blend it out. Alright, so once you get the amount of blush that you see, you see how glowy and beautiful that is? Love it, love it. Awesome product. Okay, so let's start on our eyes. So we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes with this eyeshadow primer that I got from Hard Candy. And it actually came in their holiday set from this past holiday. It works okay. It was really inexpensive, obviously. I think the kit was like $5, I think. So to get like 3 eyeshadows and a primer, not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this primer, and about this much. Depends on how much you feel like you need to put on. And go ahead and just put it on your eyelids and blend it out on the lids. Now what I like to do, because I also put eyeshadow underneath my eyes, I put just a little bit along the bottom lash line. And that helps for those shadows to stick too. So the kit that I'm going to be using a palette today. There's only 3 colors in the palette, and it's from Covergirl also. You see this? And this is also one of my very favorite palettes out of any line, because this is such a neutral palette. You can use it, again, for any occasion. And the color of this palette is called Shimmering Sands. And you can find this anywhere, again, your drugstores, Walmart, Kmart, CVS, wherever. Okay, so I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush from that Sonia Kashuk kit, and I'm going to start off with the lightest, oops, this way, this lightest color right here. And this is a beautiful highlight color, and it's almost got, it's like a shimmery, really, really light pearly pink color. And I'm going to start off by using that as a wash of color for all over the eye. So from here, from the lash line, all the way up till you get to your brow bone, right underneath the eyebrow. Just blend that in. So if you notice, I'm just kind of patting it in first and then just blend it out. Alright. And the same here on this side. Oops, maybe a little more. And I also will put a little bit under here too, because that means any other color that you're going to put on top of that will look more pure, because you kind of wiped out that color of your skin underneath it. So, okay, and then blend that out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is this shimmery taupey color right here in the middle. We're going to go ahead and take that one with the blending brush from that Sonia Kashuk kit, And this is going to go in the crease right here. And if you're not sure where your crease is, it's between where you feel your eyeball and your brow bone. And you'll feel like a little space, like you can press your brush there and there's that space. That's your crease. So we're going to take some of that shimmery taupey color there in the middle, and right there where your crease is, just blend it in. And just blend it into the crease first, and then just kind of bring it up a little bit further up above the crease. Okay, and then the same thing on the other eye. Patting that in there in the crease, make sure you're getting that concentrated in there. And then just blend it upwards. Okay, and then you are going to take the third color, this darkest color right here, and we are going to use that as a contour color, but we're only going to add it on the outer part of the eye because it'll give the illusion that we're trying to open and lift the eye, making the eyes look more wide awake. So in a little V shape, starting from the edge of your lash line, you're going to create a little V. And what you can do is just pat in the shadow here on the edge and then bring it in like that. So you're creating like a little V. Actually, let me go in with the, where's that eyeshadow brush? Yeah, because this brush is a little fluffy, so it's hard to kind of pack in that color with this. So I'm going to take the regular eyeshadow brush and right here pat in a little V. And once you've patted in that little V, as much color as you want, you're going to go back in and blend it out, because we don't want it to look like a bunch of lines. We want it to look like it's part of our skin. Okay, and then the same thing for the other eye. Take that darkest color and create a little V on that side. Okay, so once we have that in place, then you're going to go with your blending brush again and just blend it out. Yeah, you just keep adding and blending until you get the desired effect. And once you have that well blended in, I'm going to blend it into the other shadow. Yeah, and actually you want to really concentrate in on the crease. There you go. Okay, so once that is, if you see, it's nicely blended, you're going to take that darkest color again and with this regular eyeshadow brush, and you're going to line the bottom lash line of your eye with that. Okay. So once you have that blended like that, you can go in with that same eyeshadow brush, just kind of brush it off onto like a little paper towel, and you're going to take that lightest, oops, there you go, the lightest color, and we're going to go back in and highlight just a little bit more right here on the outer portion of the eye. What that's doing is that's focusing light on that area and creating a lifting effect to the eye, and the same thing on the other end. Okay, I'm also going to take some of that color, and to open the eyes even more, right here where the tear duct is, where it's pointing to, just dot in your shadow right there, that lightest shadow, and that's focusing light in that area also. Okay, now if you feel like you've put too much in there, just take your two fingers and dot right there, and it'll take off just enough so it looks more natural.